the weekly Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Fishing Report, brought to you by the Cain Pole in Southern Hills Plaza.
This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. On Lake Cumberland, the lake is 2 feet under normal summer pool and the levels are continuing to drop. Water temperatures were running in the low 50s and water conditions in the mid and upper lake areas remain muddy. There is some debris on the lake, so use caution when running. Black bass are being caught on swim baits on secondary points. On Laurel River Lake, water temperatures are in the upper 40s and the water still has some color to it. Bass are starting to be up shallow on the banks and cover and also on main lake points. On Wood Creek Lake, water temperatures have been in the upper 40s and low 50s. The water is still somewhat muddy, but bass can be found on the bank and shallow cover. Walleye spawning is ongoing in area water bodies. In Lake Cumberland and Laurel River Lake, walleye are hanging tight on the riprap along the dam, and walleye can also be found in the upstream portions of Lake Cumberland. Trout and catfish have recently been stocked into district water bodies. Brown trout were stocked in Cannon Creek Lake, and the Daniel Boone National Forest streams were recently stocked with rainbow trout. Finn's Lakes have also recently been stocked. Brickyard Ponds in Barberville were stocked with channel catfish, and Logan Hubble Park Lake near Stanford was stocked with trout. The new license year started March 1st, so make sure your license is up to date before hitting the water. So good luck and good fishing.
This is Tom with your fishing report from the Northeast. Warmer weather has a few things perking up, but high and muddy water is putting a bit of a damper on things. Out on Grayson Lake, water levels are near winter pool and outflows are slowing down, but the lake is still muddy with debris all over the place. Grayson bass have been slowly improving, but are still tough. Try main lake points with rattle traps, and due to that muddy water, brighter colors are your best bet right now. Out on Cave Run, the lake is still above summer pool levels and the Corps is pulling the lake hard trying to get it down while they can. This could put several wrenches into your plans. Boat ramps are closed around the lake right now because they are underwater and the hard pull on the lake drives the fish a little bit deeper. Right now would normally be the time we'd be thinking about muskie moving up and into the coves, and this is likely still the case, but you'll need to be thinking a little bit deeper and more in the staging phase right now. Water is still a little bit cool for the big mamas to be up, but if you fish those banks warmed by the morning sun, the banks with the most sun exposure, and the banks with a sandy base, you'll start seeing them show up soon enough. Trout were stocked last week into Swift Camp Creek, Middle Fork Red River, and East Fork of Indian Creek. Regulations were recently changed on Middle Fork Red to allow for year-round harvest of stocked fish, but the other two streams are still under that delayed harvest regulation. Water is still running high in several streams around the area, and flooding has pulled a lot of debris out into the lake, so be extra cautious out there and be sure to wear your life jacket. That should do it for us. As always, good luck and stay safe.